Okay, so magandang araw po. So for our topic for today, we will be discussing kinetics of a particle, and under that we have the work and energy. And by the end of this session, you will be able to develop the principle of work and energy and apply it to solve problems that involve force, velocity, and displacement. So work and energy is another method in analyzing the kinetics of a particle other than the force and acceleration. So, another method lang to, mas gamit siya kapag yung involved sa problem ay force, velocity, and displacement. No, mas madaling gamitin yung work and energy. But, if the involved in problem is force and acceleration, it is easier for us to solve the problem using force and acceleration principle. No, either way, parehas lang naman yung mako-compute nating sagot. So you can use either of these two methods under the kinetics of a particle. So we have here the work of a force. So in this chapter, we will be analyzing the motion of a particle using the concepts of work and energy. The resulting equation will be useful for solving problems that involve force, velocity, and displacement. However, before we do this, we must first define the work of a force, which is na-discuss na noon nung physics. In work of a force in a particle or given body is just the product of the force and the displacement. No, you already know that. Specifically, a force F will do work on a particle only when the particle undergoes a displacement in the direction of the force. Meaning to say, dapat parallel or tangential mismo yung work and displacement natin o yung direction ng motion ng ating particle or body. No? So if this is the particle, it is acted by a given force to the right direction, dapat yung motion ay parallel dyan. No? Yung motion should be parallel to the given force para ma-analyze natin yung work ng force na yan acting on this particle or body. No? So now, in this given figure, we have a given particle traveling in this curved path S. And then the initial position of particle is having a displacement r with respect to this reference point. And this particle is going to this direction. No? So, most probably ito yung kanyang final point or final position. And that has a displacement r prime with respect to this reference point. No? And this particle is acted by a given force F in that direction. And as you can see here, the direction of the motion of the particle and the direction of the force is not parallel. So to analyze the given work of this force acting on this particle, po pwede nating kunin yung component ni force F with respect to the axis of the motion of the particle or with respect to the axis of displacement of the particle. Or, po pwede natin kunin yung component mismo ni displacement with respect to the axis of the force. No, either way, parehas lang mismo yung mako-compute nating sagot. No, kung yung force ang gagalawin natin, may component yan dahil this is acting at an angle of theta with respect to the axis of displacement. So, meron siyang component dito and meron siyang component dito. Yung component niya dito, say that is a y component, it will not do work. No, dahil hindi siya parallel sa displacement natin. If it is acting normal or 90 degrees sa displacement natin, wala yang magagawang work. No. But, yung fx natin o yung x component ng ating force F, that is parallel to the direction of motion. No, that is parallel to the displacement. So, merong work na magagawa yung fx. Eh, ano ba yung fx? That is equivalent to f cosine theta. No. And multiply by the displacement, ds. Yung ds dyan, that is the scalar quantity of this vector distance or vector displacement r. No. So, parehas lang mismo yung ds and then dr natin. It's just that dr is a vector quantity, ds is a scalar quantity. No. So, by the definition of work, that is the product of force and displacement. At yung force na parallel kay displacement is F cosine theta. So yan na mismo yung formula natin ng work. Mapapansin nyo that is, in the differential equation, therefore, the work should be a derivative also. So integrate na lang natin both sides of the equation to get the magnitude of the work. No? Or sabi ko kanina, ang ating gagalawin ay yung displacement, dr. No? Kukunin natin component niya with respect to the axis of force F. Ano ba yung component niya with respect to this axis? That is ds cosine theta. Yung displacement na yan, that will be multiplied by the force F. No? At yung F ds cosine theta na yan, that is also equivalent to F cosine theta ds. They are both the derivative of the work. No? Either way, parehas lang mismo yung mako-compute nating sagot. No? Okay. So that is the work of a force. Again, there will be a force only there will be a work only by a force acting on the particle if the force is parallel to the motion of the particle or body. Okay? So, sa particle natin, maraming force na mag-a-act. No? At iba't ibang force, iba't ibang work yung magagawa nila. And first on the list, we have the work of a variable force. As the name implies, the force is expressed in terms of a variable. It is expressed into mathematical expression. No? So, if the particle acted upon by a force F undergoes a finite displacement along its path from R1 to R2 or S1 to S2, as shown in this figure, the work of force F is determined by integration. No, provided that force F and U or work can be expressed as a function of position. Yun ang sinabi natin. They should be in terms of a variable or they should be in terms of mathematical expression. And that should be is a function of position. No, dahil ang naka-derive dito or naka-derivative form is yung ating displacement. So, force F and U should be a function of displacement or position. And according to this figure, we have a particle here traveling in this curved path. And then initial position is S1, which is having a displacement of R1 from this reference point. And then it will go to S2, which is having a displacement of R2 with respect to this reference point. No? So, papansin nyo, yung motion is in a curved path. Kapag curved path, merong dalawang component yan. No? Merong tangential component, meron siyang normal component. And for the motion of a particle in a given curved path, that is in a tangential axis. At kung mapapansin nyo, yung force na nag-a-act sa particle natin, that is not acting tangential sa ating curved path. So, ibig sabihin, hindi pa natin ma-analyze yung kanyang work done. No? Ko-compute mo natin yung component niya with respect to tangential axis. At yung component na yun is F cosine theta. No? Dahil yung F cosine theta na yan, that is tangent to the curved path. At siya yung parallel or tangent mismo sa motion ng ating particle. At siya yung makakagawa ng work. So, the force is F cosine theta and the displacement is ds. So, integrate lang daw natin from the initial point to final point. And then, force F here is expressed as a function of position. No? Pwede sabihin sa problem that is equivalent to 5s squared plus 2s minus 1. Or any function involving position or displacement s. No? Okay, so that is the work of a variable force. Sa problem, kapag inanalyze natin, kapag yung force na yon is acting tangential na sa ating curve path, huwag nyo nang compute yung components niya. Yun na yung gagawin natin. Hindi na siya naka-cosine. For example, this is the curve path. Ito yung particle natin, this is the force. And that force is acting tangential sa curve path. Acting tangential sa ating motion. So that force will do work na mismo. Dahil tangent na siya mismo sa motion natin. No? So yun ay imumultiply na natin kay displacement S or ds. And then integrate na natin from S1 to S2. No? And again, force F should be a function of position. And then siya yung ating integrate, yung S mismo. Pag na-integrate na natin, apply natin limits, and then that will be the work done from the initial point to final point. Okay, next work, we have the work of a constant force moving along a straight line. So if the force Fc has a constant magnitude and acts at a constant angle theta from its straight line path, then the component of Fc in the direction of displacement is always Fc cosine theta, as shown in this figure. No, meron daw tayong particle traveling in this horizontal path. Initial point is S1, final point is S2. No, and this particle is acted upon by a constant force Fc. Pag sinabing constant force, constant. May value. No, hindi na siya naka-express into a variable. No, sabihin natin Fc is 100 pounds or 50 newtons or another constant value. No. But then, yung motion ay pag ganon. No, horizontal yung motion, straight line. And this force Fc is not parallel to the motion. So, para ma-compute natin yung work done by this force, i-compute natin yung component niya, which is parallel to the motion. And that is Fc cosine theta. Yung Fc cosine theta na yun, siya yung merong work na magagawa with respect to the motion. Yung kanyang component dito, that is normal, 90 degrees. Wala yung work na magagawa dahil hindi siya parallel sa motion. Gets po? So, the force is Fc cosine theta and the displacement is the difference of final point and initial point. No, and that is S2 minus S1. So that will be the work done of a constant force. Next one, we have the work done of the weight of a particle. So consider now a particle having a weight W, which is as shown in this figure. Pag sinabing weight, that is always acting downward to earth. No, which moves along the path as shown below from the initial point S1 to the final point S2. This is initial point. This is final point. And then, dr or the displacement natin is going that way from S1 to S2. No, and from S1 to S2, with respect to X, ito yung S1 natin, ito yung S2. Kapag project natin kay X-axis, di ba? So that is going to the right side. So ibig sabihin, the X component of the vector distance should be positive. And then, kapag i-project naman natin yung S1, kay Z-axis, eto siya. Pro-project natin sa S2, kay Z-axis, eto siya. So from S1 to S2, that is going forward. No, if it goes forward, that is a positive component. Kaya positive yung dz natin. And from S1 to S2, kapag i-project natin siya kay y-axis, that is going upward, di ba? No. So therefore, positive yung dy natin. Okay, gets po? So kung gagawin nating vector form yung ating vector displacement r, that will be equivalent to dxi plus dyj plus dzk. Where I, j, k, r, yung ating mga vector units or unit vectors. And then, kapag gagawin naman nating vector form, yung ating W, yung weight, that is negative Wj. Where negative W here is, or W here is the scalar or magnitude of weight W. And then J is the unit vector. No, meron lang tayong J component dahil yung weight natin ay parallel kay Y. So, wala siyang component kay X, wala siyang I, wala siyang component kay Z, wala siyang K. Gets po? And, by the definition of work, that is the product of force and displacement. But the force acting on this particle is the weight. So, force is negative Wj in vector quantity or vector form. And then, displacement, that is dxi plus dyj plus dzk. And then, didistribute lang natin yung negative Wj kay dxi, dyj, and dzk. So, we have negative Wj multiplied by dxi, unit vector j multiplied by unit vector I is 0. So, wala yung result. No? And then, negative Wj multiplied by dzk, unit vector j multiplied by unit vector k, that is also 0. So, walang result yon. No? And then negative wj multiplied by dyj, j multiplied by j is positive 1. Gets po? So, pag positive 1 yon, negative w multiplied by dy na lang ang magiging result nun. Multiplied by 1. Dahil j multiplied by j. No? And then, since derivative of y, mababago din yung ating limits from y1 to y2. Ano bang integral ng dy? The integral of dy is y, di ba? Negative w, the integral of dy is y. And then, apply nating limits from y1 to y2. And then, apply first the upper limit. So, y maging y2 minus application of lower limit, y1. Maging ganito yung work done of the weight. That is negative. Bakit negative? Dahil yung sense of direction ni W is going downward. Yung sense of direction ni Y displacement is going upward. Dahil from S1 to S2. So, opposite in direction. Parallel sila. So, merong work done, but then they are opposite in direction. If they are opposite in direction, it will do a negative work. No? Pero kapag yung force ay pababa, yung weight, kapag yung ating particle ay pababa din, yung motion, that is parallel, so merong work, and then the same direction, positive yung work na magagawa. Magiging positive to. No? Kumbaga, from S2 to S1 na siya. No, from S2 to S1, yung dy magiging minus dyan in vector form. So, negative w multiplied by negative dy, that will become positive w dy. So, it will become a positive work. No? So, alam nyo na yan dahil na-discuss na yan kay statics of rigid bodies. So, which is, etong equation na to, pasok pa din sa definition ng ating work done. Dahil yung work or yung force dapat ay parallel sa displacement. No? Ano ba yung displacement natin na parallel kay W? With respect to Y lang, di ba? Dahil yung X distance, hindi naman siya parallel kay W. Yung Z distance, hindi naman siya parallel kay W. So, walang kinalaman yung mga distances na yun kay weight. No? Ang may kinalaman lang ay yung Y distance natin. So, siya nakamultiply doon. No? And then, next one, we have here the work of a spring force. So, if an elastic spring is elongated a distance d, then the work done by the force that acts on the attached particle is given in this equation. Wherein, the derivative of the work is equivalent to negative Fs ds, where Fs the work or the force in the spring and ds is the displacement of the particle. No, negative. Bakit negative? Dahil according to this figure, yung force na nag-apply sa ating particle ay yung force sa spring. At pag sinabi natin force sa spring, it will act tension on the particle. That is always a tension force. No? So, dapat palabas yung force natin. Ngayon, ang ating initial position daw ng spring, nandyan, unstretched. And then, stretch down natin going that way. And then, it will be stretched at a distance of S. So, yung direction ng motion ng particle is going to the left side. But then, yung direction mismo, o yung direction ng motion is going to the right side, but the direction of the spring force is going to the left side. They are parallel, so merong work, but then they're opposite in direction. So, that is a negative work. No? And then Fs or the force in the spring is equivalent to Ks. Dahil force sa spring is similar or directly proportional to the displacement. So, kapag gagawin nating equation yan, maglalagay lang tayo ng proportionality constant K. No? And that proportionality constant K here is what we call the spring constant. No? So, kaya yung Fs doon, naging Ks. Yung negative sign dahil opposite yung direction ng motion and then yung direction ng force natin. No? So, nakalagay naman dyan, the work is negative since Fs acts in the opposite sense of direction of the displacement ds. No? So, if the particle displaces from S1 to S2, ating S1 natin to S2, then the work done, Fs, is given in this equation. No? So, yung Fs, naging Ks na. No? But that is negative in this figure. No? So, titingnan nyo palagi mismo sa problem natin kung opposite yung sense of direction ng motion natin and then yung direction ng force. Para alam nyo kung negative yung work or positive. Gets po? So, yung negative k dito, hindi naman siya integrable. Dalang i-integrate down natin ay function of s. So, if a factor out natin, negative k integral of s ds from s1 to s2. Ano ba integral ng s ds? Negative k, the integral is s squared over 2. Apply mo lang yung limits from s1 to s2. Kapag in-apply mo, magiging ganito yung equation. No? So, that is negative 1 half ks2 squared minus 1 half ks1 squared. Where k is the spring constant, s2 is the final position, and then s1 is the initial position. So that will be the work done of a spring force. And the next one, we have here the principle of work and energy. So consider now the particle in the figure, which is located on the path defined relative to an inertial coordinate system. If the particle has a mass m, or weight w, and it is also subjected to a system of external forces. No? So, madami daw nag-act dyan, other than the mass or weight sa ating particle, madaming force. Then, kapag i-analyze natin lahat ng force na mag-act sa ating particle, it will be represented by the resultant force, Fr. No? And that resultant force is acting at an angle theta with respect to this tangential axis. No? Then the equation of motion for the particle in the tangential direction is given in this equation. That is Ft equivalent to MAT. No? So alam nyo yung formula niyan. Force and acceleration formula. No? So yung force natin is in tangential lang na force or tangential component ng ating resultant. The acceleration natin will be tangential acceleration also. Dahil with respect to the curve motion, meron tayong tangential acceleration at meron tayong normal acceleration. No? At yung tangential acceleration natin pertains to the kinematic differential equations we derive in our first topic. No? Di ba meron tayong tatlo nun? That is S equivalent to Vt or V equivalent to ds over dt. Acceleration is dv over dt, and then ads equivalent to vdv. No? With respect to these three kinematic differential equation, it pertains to tangential acceleration if the motion is in a curved path. No? So, applying the kinematic equation, which is at equivalent to vdv over ds, and integrating both sides, assuming initially that the particle has a position or initial position S1 and then initial velocity or speed V1 and later to a final position S2 and then to a final velocity of V2. No. Sabi sa problem, meron daw tayong particle dito moving from point 1 to point 2. So lahat ng force na mag-act sa particle na yon will be represented by this resultant force. No. So yung motion should be tangent to the curved path. At yung resultant force na yan is not tangent to the motion. Dahil hindi siya tangential mismo na nag-act sa ating curve path. No? So, kukompute natin yung components niya with respect to the tangential axis, and that is tangential component of the resultant force. And the tangential component is tangent to the curve path, and that is parallel to the direction of motion. Gets po, siya yung merong work na magagawa. No? So, work done is the force Ft multiplied by the displacement ds. And to analyze that, we will be using this equation daw, sabi. That force is equivalent to mass and acceleration. But the force to be analyzed will be the tangential component. So we will be using tangential acceleration. No, but tangential acceleration, according to three kinematic differential equation, using this third kinematic differential equation, we can say that A is equivalent to V dV over ds. Ito na yon, sinabi dyan. No, so substituting, that is M, ano bang A? Yun daw ay V dV over ds. And by cross multiplication, that is Ft multiplied by ds equivalent to M V dV. Papansin meron tayong differential equation. No? So to analyze, we will integrate both sides of the equation. Tama? And papansin this is a force multiplied by displacement. And that is a work. No? Since this is summation of the tangential components, that will be summation of the work done also. No? And that will be equivalent to the integral of mv dv, since this is derivative of velocity that is having a limits from v1 to v2. No? At eto na mismo yung equation natin. Using this equation, eto na siya. Meron lang tayong m dyan. But yung mass natin dito, that is not integrable dahil hindi naman siya function of velocity. So, lalabas natin siya. Magiging m integral of v dv from v1 to v2. Ano ba integral ng v dv? Yun ay v squared over 2. Apply mo yung limits from v1 to v2, magiging ganito yung form. That will be equivalent to 1/2 mv2 squared minus 1/2 mv1 squared. No? And that will be our equation to be used using the work and energy principle. No, dahil sa physics, when we say 1/2 mv squared, that is pertaining to the kinetic energy. No? So, ibig sabihin, the summation of work done from initial point to final point, or point 1 to point 2, that will be the difference of the kinetic energy in final point and the kinetic energy in initial point. No, kaya work and energy equation or work and energy principle. At dyan mismo, iikot yung mga problems na i-consider natin. So, are there any questions with respect to the principle? Okay, so para mas maintindihan natin, let's consider a problem here. So we have the 10 kilogram block shown in the figure rest on a smooth plane or smooth inclined plane. If the spring is originally stretched 0.5 meters, as you can see here, meron tayong vertical wall dito. Nandito yung block natin. At yung spring sa block natin is attached into this vertical wall. So, that is originally stretched down 0.5 meters. No, from the vertical wall. Determine now the total work done by all the forces acting on the block when a horizontal force P, which is 400 newtons, pushes the block up the plane at a distance of 2 meters. So, kapag pinush niya up the plane at a distance of 2 meters, final position will be 2.5 meters away from this vertical wall. No, dalang initial position is 0.5. No, so final position minus initial position, that is the displacement or distance traveled, which is 2 meters, which is already given in this figure. Now, to analyze the total work done by the forces acting in this particle or block, let's draw the figure or let's draw the free body diagram para ma-analyze natin mismo lahat ng forces na mag-a-act sa ating block mismo. And then analyze natin kung yung mga forces na yon ay may magagawang work ba no, sa particle or body natin. So, ito yung particle natin or yung block natin ay yung mga force na mag-act dyan. Meron tayong weight, which is acting directly vertically downward. No? And weight is mass times gravitational acceleration. Ang mass ng given body natin ay given. which is 10 kilograms. Multiplied by gravitational acceleration, 9.81 meter per second square. So weight will be equivalent to 98.1 newtons. Okay, meron pa tayong horizontal force P. And that is equivalent to 400 newtons. No, meron pa tayong spring dito sa baba, di ba? And that spring has a tension force. Pag sinabing tension force, that is acting away from the given body. So that is spring force. So it is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees. And the motion is upward the plane. No? So yung motion natin, nandyan. Upward. And it is parallel to this inclined plane. Now, to analyze the work done by the forces, dapat yung mga force na i-consider natin should be parallel to this motion. No? So, analyze natin separately muna. First one, work done of the weight. No? Sabihin natin, work of the weight or UW. No? Okay. So, kaya lang, yung W, that is not parallel to the direction of motion. No? So, i-compute natin components niya. May component siya dito. May component siya dyan. No? Kaya lang yung component niya dito, sabihin natin y-axis to. So, that is y component. So, this is wx. Yung component niya dito kay wy, walang work na magagawa. Dahil hindi siya parallel kay motion. But then wx, that is parallel to the motion. So, yung wx, merong work na magagawa. No? But then, yung wx is going downward, di ba? According to the arrow direction ng weight. No? Merong work na magagawa, but then, negative yung work na magagawa. And that is force, which is wx, multiplied by distance, which is 2 meters. No? E ano bang wx? If this is 30 degrees, this is also 30 degrees. Tama? And wx is opposite ni angle 30. So, that is sine. So, negative 98.1 sine of 30 degrees multiplied by a distance of 2 meters. So, kindly compute the work done of the weight. What is negative 98.1 sine of 30 multiplied by 2 meters? Sine of 30 is 1/2. Multiplied by 2, cancelled. 1/2 times 2. Is it negative 98.1?
Opo, sir.
Okay, and that is Newton meter. When we say Newton meter, that is Joule. No? And that is the work done of the weight of the given block. No? And then, ano pang force ang nag-act doon? Meron tayong force P. Now, analyze the work done of the horizontal force P, which is 400 newtons. Sabihin natin UP. No? But then, force P, that is not parallel to the direction of motion. No? So, para ma-compute natin yung work done niya, i-compute natin yung components niya. May component siya dito, kaya lang, yung component niya kay y-axis ay walang work na magagawa. No? And then, yung component niya dito kay x-axis, merong work. No? Yung px, that is going upward. Upward din yung motion. Therefore, positive yung work na magagawa. No? And that is positive px multiplied by a distance of 2 meters. No? Eh, ano bang px? If this is 30 degrees, this is also 30 degrees. No? So, katabi ng angle, that is cosine. So, 400 cosine of 30 multiplied by a distance of 2 meters. So, compute for the work done of force P. Ano po ang 400 cosine 30 multiplied by 2 meters?
692 po.
Point Okay,
0.8203.
and that is joule. No? Okay, we're done with the work of force P. And then the last force acting on this block is the spring force, yung Fs. And that Fs is parallel to the direction of motion. But then, they are opposite in direction. So yung work done of the spring is a negative work. So work of a spring, meron na tayong derived formula doon. That is negative dahil negative or negative yung work na magagawa dahil opposite in direction. Yung motion tsaka yung force. So that is negative multiplied by the quantity 1/2 ks2 squared minus 1/2 k s1 squared. No. Again, k is our spring constant, s2 is the final position, s1 is the initial position. At yung spring constant natin ay binigay na sa problem. That is 30 Newton per meter. No? And then, initial position is 0.5 and then final position is 2.5. No? Kung ano yung final position tsaka initial position ni block, yun din yung initial position tsaka final position ni spring. No? So that will be equivalent to negative. Substitute lang natin lahat ng parameters. 1/2. Spring constant is 30 Newton per meter. Final position is 2.5 meters, quantity squared, minus 1/2 yung K, that is spring constant pa din, 30 Newton per meter. S1, initial position, 0.5 meters, quantity squared. So, substitute nyo lang, apply sa calculator, what is the work done of the spring. Kindly compute po.
Negative 90 po.
Negative 90, and that is Newton meter or joule. No? Ang requirement ng problem, the total work done. No? Or that is summation of work. So, isa-sum up lang natin lahat. That will be negative 98.1 joule plus 692.82 joule. And then, the last one is minus 90 joule. So, the total will be equivalent to
504.72.
0.72 joule. And that will be the requirement for this given problem. No? So, are there any questions with respect to this problem? Okay, I suppose wala.